Okay, so the next thing you are going to see when you go to the expert mode is this. You might also want to start working immediately. I will also advise you don't start working immediately. Okay? So you are still going to come back here, but not immediately. Alright, so don't pick anyone, just click on continue. But before you do that, let me just explain some of the things we have here. As a real estate agent, what you should focus on is lead generation. Are we together? What you should focus on is what?
Lead generation.
Though the truth is, on this interface, it doesn't really matter which of them you click on, but what you click on here will determine the campaign type. Okay? These are like, for those of you who are used to the Facebook group and so Facebook ad platform. Some of you are used to the Facebook ad platform. So this is just like saying conversion, consideration, and awareness or something. Those categories. This is just similar to what you have here now. All right. Okay. So now what you do here, lead generation is what we'll be working with today. So let me just place my mouse on each and show you what. Please, eyes on the screen. Eyes on the screen. So I click on sales. You're not seeing my screen? Hold on. Just hold on, okay? The truth is, I've always said this in some trainings we'll be having here. The user experience on a mobile device is not always the same on the system. I will never advise any one of you to run a Google ad or any form of ad using your phone even. Yeah. But if everything has been set up properly, you can now download the app and just be using it to monitor, make some changes. But proper setup should be done in the system because you have access to all of the tools. Okay? But when you're using the mobile phone, the tools are restricted to what Google think or feel is more important. But sometimes those things they feel or think are more important are always not the ones that are important to your business. Okay? So, but don't worry, you will still catch up. All right?
Okay.
All right. So I just wanted to show you something. I'm not really clicking to show, I'm just showing you something. All right? So I click on sales. All right? So what do I have? Say, select campaign target. When you click on sales or any of the ones above, it tells you the campaign type you could run. That the campaign type is what I actually want to explain that maybe so you should look at the screen. Okay, so I clicked on sales above and it's telling me search campaign, display campaign, smart campaign, shopping campaign, video campaign, discovery campaign. What are all these campaign? All right, so let's start from search campaign. What we did earlier is a search. So we search for something and we saw ads. So if I want to get people who are searching, I use search campaign. Please listen, you need to write this down. If I want to get people who are searching, those are the people that I want to find, okay? Only when somebody goes to Google to search for something, that is when he or she should see my ads. I should use the search. Why do we have so much late coming and that my class is being disrupted? Please, let's settle down. And that's the reason why I always say those that come early should be at the front so we don't get people disturbed. So they always place at the back for the latecomers to sit. All right, so back to this point. The point I was making here is this. Campaign type. So what does campaign type mean? Campaign type is like talking about how do I want to reach these people, okay? This is my target audience. These people that I want to buy from me. Where should I find them? When they are doing what, okay? This first option says search campaign. And at the bottom you see reach customers interested in your product or services with text ads. Then there's another one that says display. Display say run different kind of ad across the web. Okay, what do we mean by this one? This is the one you see in Linda Ikeji's blog. When you visit some blog, you see the right hand side, you see some adverts there. Okay, what you do is you pay Google. Google in turn place it on people on their partners' website. People who have applied for Google AdSense. Okay, so those are so when you click on that advert, whether you take action or not, Linda Ikeji earns some dollars. Okay, so that is about that. So the money you are paying Google, they share it with Linda Ikeji. So, but the point is this: display ad is meant to display on different platforms and so on. Then smart ad is reach the screen is a bit low. Reach your business goal with automated ad on Google and across the web, okay? This smart ad is tailored to when customer carry out specific action, okay? It's tailored to maybe this person is always searching for something like this. So you could display on the person's browser, or it could pop up in your email. How many of you have seen ads on your email before? At the top side of your email, you see ads there.
Right behind you.
I said, hold on, let me explain, and I'll tell you. Okay. Because even if I'm not working, I'm only explaining. Because if I even allow you to get here, you go ahead of me, like some of you always do. So hold on, listen, bring out your pen, and write. Try to understand before you do. All right, let's go back to the next one. Shopping. I go online and I type what I think is okay, Nike shoes. So it will start showing different e-commerce websites that are selling Nike shoes. Okay, that is shopping. Okay, somebody raised up now.
Sorry, yes. The smart, is it only for males?
No, it could appear in different areas, but the common example I can remember offhand now is male. Okay? So the next one is video. Your YouTube ad. You want to somebody was asking me about YouTube ad this morning. Let me see your hand up if you're here. Okay, you're the one, man. Okay, so you want to run YouTube ad, which is one ad. Really, I am always biased towards YouTube ad, though, but don't worry, you can do it if you want to. Because how does YouTube ad show? How many of you have watched YouTube ad before? You bought something because you watched YouTube ad. Let me see how sometimes you're even pressing before the skip complete. The countdown complete. So as you are skipping other people's own, so we shall be skipping your own. So that is it. So those are just the discovery. Run ads on YouTube, Gmail, Discovery, and so on. Alright? So let's just proceed. Now, for those of you who are complaining, I can't see what you see, I can't see what you see. What can you see? Let me start from the front row. What do you see? Okay. Okay, this is what you are going to do. If you have this screen and you can see expert mode, switch to expert mode. Okay? Now, do as though you are running an ad. Okay? Follow it. See expert mode on your own self and I'll yourself. Where's the next person? Sorry. Okay, what are you talking about? Listen. So see what's okay, let me use her phone to explain. Okay, for like she now who is using the phone and there's actually no expert mode, alright? So what you need to do is you follow it to the end. Next. Your business name, type the business name, click on next. Just follow it until you get to the end. Okay? Then it will take you to that dashboard where you are trying to access. Right? So that dashboard, you could do anything from there. This one, you're not running a campaign, you're just like running a dummy campaign just to be able to have access to the expert mode. Is it clear? Okay, so someone asked a question which I feel is very vital. Now the question says, what if I have my website and why not drive the traffic to my website? Now this is, yes, it's ideal you drive traffic to your website. Now, but what section of your website are you driving the traffic to? Like I said, as a realtor, you're supposed to be doing lead generation. Okay? So if you are doing lead generation, is there a lead generation form on your website? Landing page where just straight to the point. Like some of you registered for this training. That's like a lead generation platform. Okay? So do you have such in your own website? Because the idea is that you want to get the contact details of these people. That is point one. Point two, you want to get details of people who have been visiting your website in one way or the other, whether they feel it or not. Have you ever visited a website, and after the website, you go to your social media handle, you start seeing their advert on your social media handle? That is what called retargeting. Is that installed on your website? Tracking. Can you track the people that visit your website? As your website built to function this way? Okay, if the website has been built to work this way, then we can start talking about driving traffic to your website. And in a scale of 1 to 10, what is the conversion metrics of your website? And the thing is that most of you, or most persons, when you are running ads, when they say put your website there, the only thing you do is you put in the landing page, as in your home page. You were selling Mars Garden in Magua. There's no Mars Garden in Magua in the home page. I click on the link and it takes me to your website, and I can see Mars Garden in Magua on the home page you took me to. So are you expecting me to start looking for Mars Garden in Magua? I will just bounce. Yes, so you click on Mars Garden Umagua's page. Copy the link is what you use. So when I read things about Mars Garden Umagua and I feel I want to know more, I click on it. It should take me to just that page of Mars Garden Umagua. And not taking me to a place where I go, okay, where was the thing I was reading? Where did I end? Where do I start from? So, is it clear? All right. Okay. So, but like I said, create an account without campaign, okay, because it's trying to force me to create a campaign. So I want to bypass this point also. I don't want to create a campaign first. But for those of you using mobile devices, you just have to create a campaign because it's not going to give you room to escape, all right? So create a campaign, but you're not running an ad. Just create a campaign, just a dummy campaign. Is that clear? All right, okay, so now, and that reminds me, there's a new policy by CBN, and Nigeria is doing everything to stop us from doing businesses online. Now, the new policy is that you cannot spend above $100 in a day on most of these online platforms. Okay? So take note of that. Especially your Naira card. If you're using Naira, you can't spend the equivalent of more than the equivalent of $1. So for you to be able to use, for that reason, Google is against all Nigerian cards. All Nigerian cards won't work on Google. Unlike Facebook that is still accepting some. This one is every single Nigerian card. So what you do is, how do you escape? Let's leave why. How do you escape? Is two options. You get a dollar card. Option one. Option two, you get
Option one.
Option one, get a dollar card. Option two, use what do you call it? Filter wave. Total has a virtual card. Okay?
Floater.
Wave. Floater wave. Flutter wave has a virtual card. Okay? That virtual card, you can use it on Google to work. So those are the two options I know.
Is it bank that gives the dollar cash?
Yes, bank gives dollar card.
The policies and all that.
Yes, it's bank. Go to your bank, tell them you want to create a domiciliary account. Okay? You have access to
So
it.
even at with the dollar,
Minimum balance $100.
No, it's a dollar card. You're spending in dollars.
$100 minimum balance.
Okay, so as we were saying, so what you do is, though you still see Naira here, but it's no need of changing it to Naira, since you will be able to spend less than, more than $1. So I just,
$1?
$10. So I submit and leave it on dollar and submit. Before now I change it to Naira, but because of this dollar policy, I leave it on dollar.
Is it $10 or $100?
10.
That is here.
Card, yeah. Okay, congratulations. I've created an ad account. Okay? Please, one house. I don't understand. Let me see hand up. I don't understand. Let me see hand up. I don't mean those who came late. Because I know the hands that came late. So, I have been here from the beginning of the class and I don't understand. Let me see hand up. Website. Where do you get website? It's your network. You say it's not coming up. It's your network. This one say, get more calls. So where's the website? Next. Business name. Next. Okay, this website. Do you have a Google My Business website? You don't. That's why I always teach. Most of the time, I teach things that you require for the next class before. You've not been attending our classes this year, so that's a challenge. Or you have a Facebook page, copy your Facebook page address, paste it there.
That should be my website. You said I should do.
Google my website.
For last class, I also create a payment Facebook.
Pay it.
Okay,
I don't know about that one. So can we proceed?
yes.
Okay, those who said they don't understand that they come late, please let me see hand up again. And what's your challenge? Your own is your network. Okay, so I don't need to answer that one.
I was not in the last class. This is my first.
I can start repeating that now.
Can you run the steps for us?
I know, that one.
No, we we're not going to leave it.
Sorry? Like I said, if you are looking for a website, it's because of the website you're asking. I say use your Facebook page. Facebook.com forward. You don't have a Facebook page.
Instagram.
One house.
Instagram.
No. Facebook page. You don't have a Facebook page. So you don't just follow the steps. One house. One house. Just follow the steps as in writing them down. When you go home, create a Facebook page, then follow the steps. Is that clear?
Yeah.
Okay, the next. I will say something.
Can I just run the steps?
This one's here. Okay, I'm coming. Okay. Wendy.
I was using a mobile device now. I got the point I actually followed next up to the point of raising the campaign and including my budget. Should I still go ahead?
No. Can you access this page? Okay, if you're using a mobile device, please drop your mobile device, bring out your pen and start writing. Just from everybody using mobile device, you should turn off your phone. and bring out your pen and paper and start writing. Because if you do this pattern, will not leave you explain. Because if the screen of your phone, this is one house. If the screen of your phone is bigger a little than his own, the experience will be different from what you will see. And we have different types of phones here, and I can teach according to types of phones. Okay? So please, because of that, everyone, drop your phone. Please, lift up, wave your pen. Alright, your paper. Alright, so please, I'll just run the steps again. We're calling my
Excuse me, sir.
Sorry, just for me, you also follow this. Drop your system and follow the system.
You said you drop phone, right? So
Drop your phones. Drop your phones first. Okay, now.
Please, I want to ask
Okay.
Please,
One house. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. You are disturbing the class. Okay.
in case you are getting, you are running a cartel, maybe now this advert, you are the one sponsoring it. Just like we and you have some properties selling for the company or marketing for the company. But if you cannot place all their properties available in your page, maybe you want to refer them, you kind of refer when somebody visits you, use their link to refer your audience so that they can see everything, details and the properties are available. So what if the person goes to the company side and the site and decides to do the transaction?
We have done a goodwill service now.
So how can you now do such a unique thing and protect yourself? Make sure that the transaction is
I just told you the answer to your question. We have done a goodwill service. They will concern the company. At least God will bless you for promoting the brand. Okay, see, listen guys.
How can I download it?
Hello guys, hello, one house. Okay, see, there are marketing requirements for every marketer, okay? After your social media handle, websites are not too expensive. Try to get a website. When you go to that Aja area, you see some people signboard 30,000 naira, 25,000 naira, they are building a website. I'm not saying go and patronize them, but you can try them out if it works for you. So the point I'm just trying to say is that try and get a website. Look for a young chap who just finished learning and is excited to do the job. Get him or her to get to your website.
What about you?
I'm too
You're
expensive.
expensive. You can't carry expensive.
Okay, back to the point. So the point I'm making is website is almost like a necessity, okay, for your business, all right? So it's good you get one, okay? If you really want to do this business effectively and going all out and so on, it's good you have a website, all right? So, and the last point that I said was that you will add your social media page, especially Facebook, there and direct them to that page. That is the next option if you don't have a website. But I would advise you have a website because even the Facebook page, you might still have some limitations. All right? Is it clear? All right. Thank you.
How did you achieve, get to this point? Because at the point we were lost. I was lost.
Okay, so drop your platform and use your pen.
It's done.
Now,
Okay, I said, please, I'll just run fast. Number one, I say, go to your browser, type ads.google.com. I will repeat again, ads.google.com. Right, so I didn't say use your system, right?
You've written it before now.
Ads.google.com. If you have written before, just be reading through your notes to be sure that you are on track. Okay? Ads.google.com. Now, when you get to the ads.google.com page, you will see two buttons. Just like Aboki telling you, there are two roads. Anyone will see. pass, you go reach your destination. Okay? So, ask.google.com, you will see login, you will see start now. Okay? Click on either of them. Login is when you are currently not logged into your email. Okay? So login will take you to log in into your Gmail. That is to affirm that you have a Gmail account. Then you go to get started. Either of them will take you to the same point. Okay? Now when you click on that, and the next screen you're expected to see is the screen that some of you are trying to bypass, where you have the expert mode below it. Okay? So if you're seeing expert mode, like I said, scroll, if you're seeing that interface, that quick ad building process, which Google is suggesting for you, okay? Scroll down and click on expert, switch to expert mode, all right? That is what I said. And when you click on switch to expert mode, the next point you would come across is the different types of the different categories of ads, where you have the lead generation, sales, and so on and so forth, website traffic, so on, all right? So, and I say also don't use that one for now, all right? So what you need to do is that scroll to the bottom and give the instruction to create account without a campaign. Huh?
Go to the bottom. Click on it.
No, it's not next. What I just said is click on create account, add account without campaign. Click on create add account without campaign. It's at the bottom, written in blue.
Without.
Sorry?
Without.
Yes, without campaign. Are we clear? Okay, so when you do that, that is when it takes you to this interface and it tells you the next thing, click on explore, and it takes you there. So what I've just succeeded in doing is that I've just succeeded in creating an ad account without a campaign. Once you are about doing that, that step most of you are seeing is telling you to create a campaign. Okay? All right. So when you get here to this interface, please, who is the owner of the China phone? Okay, so when you get to this interface, please don't be too fast, but click on Tools. This is where the work is.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, sir.
Currency should be switched to dollar.
Yes,
US dollar.
US dollars.
Right,
So what did you click to get there? Tools and settings. So when you get to the campaign dashboard or interface, click on Tools and Settings. Okay, so this is Tools and Setting interface. Google is beautiful at arranging things. So you have the planning section. This is where you plan your ad. You have the shared library there where you share your keyword. Maybe you're working in a team, a big company like an ad agency and so on. This is what you do. Then bulk action, scripts, and so on. Upload, where you can maybe upload people you have seen on social media, upload their contact details here, and you want to target them through Facebook ads and so on. That is what you do here. And measurements, this is where you measure all the exercise you have carried out. How many leads did I get? How many followers did I get? How many clicks did I get? You want to get your analytics. This is the section. Then the next one is setup. This is where you set up most of your work, policy, management, and so on, security links, blah, blah. Then billing, this is where you do the billings from. This is where you add your card details to, and so on. If they are charging you, this is where you also see it. And please, about the billing, about the aspect for billing. Okay, you can see billing country, Nigeria, the currency is US dollars. Okay? Yeah. So you can see card details. This is where you put your card details here. Please, I say everybody right. So when you click on card details, it opens up for you to put your card number, the month, the year, and the CVV. Okay? So that's where you put your card details in. And for those of you who have been proceeding, there's one common challenge I've seen some of my students have over the year or some time. They put their card details there, and they run the ad unknowing to them. And you start getting debited. But beautiful for Google, you can actually request for your money if you actually did not intend to run the ad. Okay? You can actually request your money. So in case, I'm telling you in case now, so maybe you put your card details there, you click something, and you start receiving the debit alert at the middle of the night. Some people see debit alert even in their dreams. I was sleeping, something just said bam, and I checked my phone, it was a debit alert. So please. Okay, so I've shown you how you could add your card details, alright? So the next thing I need to do is keyword planner. This is where I'm actually going to keyword planner. So after adding your card details, the next section you go to is the planning section, and you need to click on keyword planner. Okay, so updates to keyword planner. Got it. There are some updates to the keyword planner. Alright, so and when you get to the keyword planner section, you have two options. Discover new keyword, get search volume and forecast. Okay? Let's play some games now. Discover. Okay? Please watch as we play around. Now, I want to go back to those websites. Nigerian Property Center. I want to know what they are doing that is giving them that traffic they are getting. So let's say I go to for sale. Say I copy. And I paste it here. Alright? With website. You see option here. Start with keyword, start with a website. So I'm using the website option. Okay, say use the entire site or use only this page. So if I want to search all the entire page, I use this first option. But if I just want to search this particular page, nigerianpropertycenter.com/sales for sale. Okay, so I use that one. Okay, which should I? Let me use only for sale so that it could finish on time. So I say get. So I'm already showing you the secret of spying on your competitors. So let's see what Google gives to us. All right. Okay. So what I do is I want to download this into my system. You see this arrow at the top right. It's used for downloading. So the download is complete. So I will open it. What I just downloaded. Open. But you can see that on that page alone, they have 352 key words on just one page. How would they get the traffic? Okay. All right, so these are the keywords here. Average monthly search. On average, for the past 1 month, people search, the average is that they have home for sale 50 times. Cheap house for sale 50 times. New homes for sale 50 times. So, but let's leave all those ones. Real estate in Nigeria, 5,000. You can see, now take note of something. The competition is low. The competition is low. Because at least people have known that the volume is not what matters. So a lot of people are not bothering to. Because someone who just say real estate in Nigeria is not specific enough. So I just get volume, might not really get value. Are we together? So, let's go another. Abandoned homes for sale, cheap. 2 family home for sale. You can see homes, home buying website. 50, you can see the competition is high. Rural homes for sale. Now see this one. 5 bedrooms, homes for sale. Apartment for rent. So, let's see, do we have anything on land? Control, find land. Okay? House and land package. Home and land package. Homes and land. Landed house. So now everybody one day. Land and house for sale. Okay. Land for sale in Lagos. Okay. This is good. So land and house for sale. 500 million. The competition is not too high, not too low. And what is the average price I need to pay for it? Because you also need to consider the price you need to pay. Okay? But my average advice is this. This is the average you should spend per day. Dollars, sorry, that is dollars, so not naira. Approximately $4, yes. That's what you should spend per lead. So calculate how much is that in naira? Almost 2,000 per lead. So that gives you. So how many leads do you want to generate? Let's say 10. So times 10.
20.
There you have it. Yeah? When we say lead, leads are quality people. It all depends on how you do your art. How can you get 10 leads and you can't convert one? The village people they follow you. So, and the average advice you spend per day is 5,000 naira per day. So when you're running an app on Google, the minimum I will advise, the average I will advise you to spend a day is this. And then when we start talking about money, the faces start changing.
Could we go to better or
okay, if you have money now, you can be high.
I just want to say the last time I tried to run ad on Google, the minimum was 10,000.
Maybe you were doing that option. Because that one would not, that one I was saying you should skip.
Okay.
You really want to fix everything for you. This one you really want to decide. Okay? Are we together? So you can use Spy your competitor effectively now. Can you spy your, you already know what they are doing, so pick the words, okay? The time will not permit us to introduce you to some other tools. There are tools that will not tell you, okay, if I use this keyword, that is the forecast partner, this keyword, how many people will search for this keyword? Okay, forecast, right? So you put the keywords and look at the search volume, all right? Where did you get this from?
Sorry. Are you going to take us on the practical aspect of running the campaign?
Political?
Applying these keywords on the real...
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
The 5,000 there is pretty low. I don't understand. Like,
okay. If all of us are dragging for, what do I put it? Maybe a lot of persons are dragging for one customer. There are customers in that place. Okay, a lot of people are fighting for it. A lot of persons are fighting for it. So at some point, this is how it is. The more volume a word have, the cheaper it becomes. You get that? The more search volume a word have, the cheaper it becomes. If you're doing, let's say for instance, if I say land for sale, okay? Land for sale. Alright? And let's say this land for sale now, the highest we want to make from this land for sale is 50,000 naira. I'm just giving you an instance. Alright? 50K. Now, if just two persons come to drag for this keyword that is going for 50K, what that means is that it will be more expensive. But if there are over 50 persons coming to share this 50K, it becomes cheap. Abi?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you get the explanation now.
Yes.
All right. What this is saying, another way to explain this one I say 5,000 and it is low, is that there is so much search, but there are few websites that are actually vouching for that keyword. So many people are searching for that particular thing, but there are few websites that are dragging to get those customers. Okay? You get the idea?
Yes, sir.
All right. Any other question? Okay, see. I didn't get that.
You said that only
This keyword, picking up the right thing, also the volume.
Yeah, the relevance.
Yes. On the other hand, the volume is
Those of you who asked for the air condition to be off, are you not warm enough?
Very, very warm.
This is becoming stuffy, please.
We need more.
Oh,
I think they reduced it or something. I know.
This is 16 degrees centigrade. It's very, very low. That is very high.
Okay, I wonder why I'm sweating. All right. Okay,
So
so
the question now
Okay.
is, how can we be able to identify
Relevance.
one that will be the biggest among the bunch of lists?
okay, you are taking me very far. Okay, let's see. How do we get the ones that are more relevant than others? If I should paraphrase your question.
That will be more effective.
Okay. We have the following terms. How to, when, what, where, who. Okay, let's even go to another website. You know, when the website that I mentioned it gets too lengthy, some of you get confused. So
No, we are not going to if we pick up, it's the two hours. We are not 70% are waiting.
One house, please. Please, one house. Did somebody call me?
Yes, question.
I'm listening.
It's about the 5,000 after the lead. You said what should be spent in the day is 5,000.
I didn't get that. Yeah, what you should spend.
That's based on the ads per day.
Yes, per day. My advice is not the standard. My advice for you is that your budget per day, if you are running an ad on Google, should not be less than 5,000 naira on average.
So the keywords you actually mentioned, are we actually supposed to, why spying on
Your competitors,
Are
you're
you-
supposed to be writing them out, picking them, okay, this one is giving them this type of traffic or this type of...
the larger the numbers, the better, right?
No.
The cheaper or what? I don't get it.
You know, it's very explained.
Go for medium, go for medium. Okay, the thing is when there's no specific answer to your question. Reason is because what is relevant to you might not be relevant to the next person. Okay, so if I want to buy a house, what are the things you think I would use to search? Okay, look at them from those keywords that is driving traffic. Because one thing is, we might be driving not all the file. Let's say these people now, that keyword there shows that 500 persons are visiting that website. You don't got that from just by typing that word. Okay, that's what it means. So the question is, that 500 people, are they all taking action? Okay, is that an inquiry question? A finding question? There are different questions. There's what we call transactory questions. Okay, I just want to. So we have navigation question. Navigation question or navigation search is, I know P1 Max, but I don't know their website address. I go online and I type P1 Max over Google. Okay, what that means is that I'm just navigating to find P1 Max website because I already know them by name. If I'm typing a company's name, it means that it's a navigational search. But if I'm searching some kind of maybe when to buy property in Nigeria, best time to buy property in Nigeria. Okay, so those are inquiry. I just want to know more. Okay, sometimes so we can also call them affirmation. Maybe I've already had information from someone. I just want to confirm. Prices of 3-bedroom apartments in Lagos. Okay, so these are things we need to know. Back to this man that is looking at us, according to one woman actually one day. Is this man seeing me? So is this man seeing you?
So what is the name
Is
of
one
the
about to
site?
say something?
Answers the problem.
Sorry? You raised up your hand, you're not saying anything again. We're not ready to say I'm moving on.
Sorry, it's kind of controversial. I don't know if it's allowed in your class. The question she was asking actually, I'm thinking keyword planner should have a cost per click attributed to each keyword. Because she was asking, is it better when it's having more traffic or when it's volume or low? But I was thinking it's attributed to the amount, other 0.2 cents attributed to that keyword for you to make a choice based on what you are spending.
No. See, this is it. I just wrote house for sale. House for sale. You consider the volume. You consider the relevance. Okay? Now the question is, if I have 500 or 5,000
So that's not my question. After this volume relevance, there should be amount that people who have been using that word have been paid for that keyword before now. What suggests the
Are you talking about pay per click or
those?
Please explain this one.
The charges, Google charges based on certain keywords. They will give you
That is not his business now.
Okay,
It's
one
not his
step at a
business.
time. Let's finish this one.
You need to show.
You want to know how much Google will charge me for this word?
per lead. Let's
You know what he said?
You need to understand it. Per lead is different from per keyword. Okay? I can search this word, click on the link, Google charges you, and still I didn't fill the form.
So no information for per lead anywhere from Google that can give you clue the kind of keywords that generate more leads and what people are doing.
On which industry?
On Google, I'm just asking.
Or what are you selling?
What are you selling? Keyword for real estate, keyword for this is different, okay? So the point is, like I've already explained, how much are you willing to pay per keyword or per lead you get? So if somebody should click and fill this form, how much are you willing to pay? You have the choice of choosing. And it also depends on these factors I'm telling you. There's no specific. And it varies month by month. So this month, if there's so much search for this word, it can become cheaper.
Then, on that point, I'm taking you back to the comment you made last time, that running video ads is not the best. With this analysis, I can stand anywhere and say it's the best. Because if you are putting 5,000 to run a discovery ads on YouTube, because what you made mention is in-screen ad. When you put skippable ads, the one that people will skip. So let's say you target maybe big people who have dominated YouTube based on real estate. You place your ads on them. People can skip. You are not getting traffic. But if you target discovery, use discovery ads on YouTube also, it will place your videos close to